So maybe you've just got Liza P and you're wondering how you should beat the Parade Master boss, but you keep dying. You keep getting this death screen over and over again. Well, I'm going to be showing you how to beat the Parade Master easily here. We're not going to be talking about perfect guarding or any advanced tactics. This is from a regular Joe, so if I can beat Parade Master, you can too. I'm going to be beating every boss in the game of Liza P, so if you could do me one favor before the video starts, please hit that like and subscribe. It really helps me out so much. So let's get right into the content, and I'm going to show you how to beat the Parade Master. So the Parade Master is broken into two phases. We're going to be covering phase 1 first. Now, before we start phase 1, I'm going to give you several tips about this fight. I'm using a strength-based weapon. It does matter if you're using strength or dexterity weapons a little bit, but the biggest tip I can give you for Parade Master's first phase is every time you dodge left to right, only strike him once unless he does his belly flop attack. That's the only really one that you're allowed to get multiple attacks in with no chance of him actually hitting you back. This belly flop right here, definitely give him the old 1-2, and you can get at least one strike in and then a follow-up. I would also recommend it whenever he belly flops, try to get a Fable Art off. The Fable Arts really do a lot of damage to him and are fantastic. Now let's break down actually the attacks that Parade Master can do in phase 1. So he has several main attacks. His one main attack is where he charges at you and then basically slices diagonally with both hands, as you're seeing here. That attack is not too dangerous. All you need to do is either dodge to the left or dodge to the right. His second main attack is he'll just walk up to you and then he'll basically try to grab you with one of his hands. This is the best attack pattern because all you need to do is dodge either left or right diagonally once and strike once. It's very important to not get greedy here. Dodge once, strike once. That's very important. His third main attack is he's going to try a belly flop tactic where he's basically going to try to jump at you and belly flop. This is a really good attack for you. The dodge timing and iframes are a little bit tighter than other attacks, but the thing about this is you can get multiple strikes off whenever he drops down for a belly strike. So it's really good if he does this. Definitely punish him with a 2 to 3 hit combo. You can get 3 hits in if you do it perfectly, but what I would recommend is do a 1-2, get a 2-hit combo in, and then reset. You want to be thinking of the Parade Master like a fight in a phone booth. You want to always be close to him. It's going to be enticing to actually get outside and then try to dodge in. This is a really bad tactic in phase 1 because if you do this, you won't be able to get many strikes in before he starts his own attack, and most of the time you'll trade 1-for-1 damage, which isn't to your advantage. So my recommendation is stick very close to Parade Master in phase 1. So when you've done about 40 to 50% health damage, you're going to see the transition to phase 2. Now, Parade Master will take off the cage off his back, and then he will throw the cage down and basically like rip his head open, and he will start glowing red with fire. As soon as you see him throw the cage down, dodge through that. That can actually hurt you. And as soon as you do that, try to get as much damage off as you can. Normally, you can get 1 to 2 heavy attacks in when you're transitioning to phase 2. Now, once we get into phase 2, this is when Parade Master really gets dangerous, and we're going to be covering that right now. So for phase 2 of Parade Master, one thing I want to say right at the beginning is you need to have at least 2 health flasks. If you've used more than 2 health flasks, I would recommend just restarting from phase 1 and trying to perfect that phase of the fight. Now, we're going to be looking at the moveset of Parade Master in phase 2. His first big move that he can do is he can do these 2 to 3, it varies on the amount of times, 2 to 3 horizontal swings. When he does these horizontal swings, it's just like the grabs in the earlier part of the fight. All you want to do is you want to dodge left to right once and punish once. That's it. So wait until he does his 2 swings, dodge them, and then punish with 1 strike. The second big thing he's going to do is he's going to do a series of overhead attacks. The first overhead attack, he will not glow red. All you want to do is wait until very late and then do 1 dodge left or right. The second overhead attack he's going to do is he's going to do a glowing overhead attack. If you can perfect counter this, if you can basically guard at the last moment, this is very good as you're going to build up a lot of stagger on him. But again, what I was saying at the start of the video, I don't assume anybody can do this. Just dodge left to right at the last moment, and you'll be able to easily dispatch Parade Master. One thing I really want to say is always stay close. This fight is a lot harder for a lot of people, and was hard for me until I realized that going from outside to inside is the most dangerous part of Parade Master. You always want to stick right in a phone booth with him, keep the fight at very close range, and you'll easily dispatch this boss. I'm going to be doing boss guides for every boss in the game. I hope you like this. Hit the like and hit the subscribe. Thank you guys again.